Alright, so I know I had a lot of figs on this Ronde de Bordeaux this year. Problem is, I put it in the ground and some of the lower branches where the fruit were coming out of are easily accessible by any bird walking by on the grass. So today I was lucky to find one. This guy is ripe. He's not overly ripe, but definitely ripe. This is a Ronde de Bordeaux. Let me just double check that. Yep. You can tell by the finger-like leaves. A couple different sizes on this. We got a big kind and a smaller, skinny kind. Got another tree here that I want to show you. This one is called a Verns brown turkey. Check out the leaves here. It's a pretty good sized fig on it. And I've got two that are ripe on this tree. Here's one. There's another one back there. All right. Okay, that's 3 figs. This is the Verns brown turkey. In ground here in Seattle. Pretty good sized fruit. Looks like a brown turkey. The interior is a little bit different from what I've seen on other brown turkeys. Eye is not so tight. I've got another one here that split a little bit. I love the cracking on the skin. To me, that's a good sign that the skin is soft and edible, not leathery. I've got another red Sicilian on this plant. It's a relatively young plant. That is ripened. There it is right there. All right, let's pick this guy. Red Sicilian. All right, Red Sicilian. Picked one a couple days ago, and it's a little bit on the small side. This one's a little bit better looking, a little bit bigger. Nice tight eye. Okay, I got a 4th fig here that has some ripe fruit on it. This is my Chicago Hardy in ground. Got one here in an organza bag. And a couple actually that are ready. There's one. Pull this bag off. So, the birds have definitely discovered my yard, and they have come to realize that I've got the good stuff. And so I'm getting a lot more visitors that are picking my figs off of the tree, and they're really going for the low-hanging fruit, because literally anything that has a branch, like my Smith fig tree over there that's kind of hanging laterally, it's a little coop for them, or a little branch that they could stand on and just eat from the buffet, so to speak. Anyways, this Chicago Hardy doesn't have that kind of branching, so far it's been pretty good at keeping the birds away. I don't know. Next year I think I might have to invest in a net of some sort, or hire a falcon. Let it fly around and keep them away. And I've got 4 varieties that I want to go over today. I've got the Chicago Hardy. Everybody knows about the Chicago Hardy. Sorry, this is the Chicago Hardy. I apologize. Got 2 of them off the tree today, and this tree was put in ground last year. It's doing fantastic in Seattle. You can see the two varying sizes here, and then you can see whether you can easily tell what side was exposed to the sun, which wasn't. This is the Sicilian red. Had this the other day. This one looks a little bit bigger, a little bit better. There's a small hole in here, which concerns me a little bit. This one is the Verns brown turkey. It's a sizable fig. I mean, look at the size of it compared to my hand. Brown turkeys in general can get pretty big. And then this one is the RDB, Ronde de Bordeaux. You can see the two different type of fig leaves on it. Really, it's one type. Just one's a little bit bigger and older than the other. Interesting, huh? Small splitting problem on this one. Probably had too much rain. It's actually kind of wet right now. A little rainy right now. Well, sprinkly. But I'll take that. I'm saving a bunch of money on water. So not a problem in my book. So Verns brown turkey is kind of interesting. It is different from the regular brown turkey. And I've already had one of these this year. The interior, the inside of this, is actually a lighter color versus red or pink. It's a good size fig. What is that, 64 grams? Let's take a look at the red Sicilian. This one's a little bit bigger. This one is almost 16 grams. Still tiny. That's way the bigger Chicago Hardy. This one is 31 grams. And then we'll put the RDB on here. Another 31 grams. So, pretty comparable in size between the Chicago Hardy and the Ronde de Bordeaux. Let's cut these guys open. Take a look at the interior, huh? Oh, wait a minute. Interesting. Okay, so I got one of these mixed up. This is a Verns brown turkey, which I thought that was an RDB, but it's not. Okay. Let's take a look at these guys here. Oh, look at this. So while I'm doing this fig video, I can see the blue jay hanging out in this tree, calling out, saying, he's probably mad at me thinking the figs belong to him. So he's hiding in this pine tree right now, this big pine tree. But I'm gonna continue on with my video. Hopefully I don't get attacked by a crazed blue jay. Let's start right here. I didn't do a proper video on the red Sicilian. The last time I kind of squished that fig and, you know, ate it and made a video hastily. So the interesting thing is, you know, the leaf, kind of the overall feel and look of the leaf is very similar to this Chicago Hardy. Definitely two different types of figs for sure. This one probably could have used another day, but the days of hot weather and sunshine are very limited until I can get my greenhouse up. I'm gonna have to pick these a little bit earlier than I'd like. Huh. Okay. That one tastes much better than the last one that I had. I can still taste the fact that it's tad bit under ripened, but still has a very fresh bite to it, very fresh flavor, and not overly sweet. Slight hint of kind of a strawberry taste to it. Pretty good fig. Not bad at all. This is the Verns brown turkey. Now the inside of this kind of reminds me of a Beal. Kind of reminds me of a Osborne Prolific or a Neveralla. You got purple and green. And interior has got this nice yellow ambery color to it. Let's give it a taste. Wow. Super watery, but sweet. I like it. It's a bit of a honey flavored type of fig. And it's got a hint of sweetness on there that's just right. I think this thing is really good. It's a good tasting fig. And it grows well here in the Northwest. That's why I have it in ground. Let's try out this RDB. So this is my in-ground RDB. Very nice. Flavor is good, sweet. It's got a fruity, jammy-like flavor to it. This is why this fig is always top 5 on most people's lists. It's cold hardy as well. I have mine in ground. I like this better than the VDB or Petite Negra. Let's move over to the Chicago Hardy. Yeah, this is a buffet of fig. I'm gonna get full. Oh no! The wind picked up. Good fig. Chicago Hardy is always a solid fig. Now you look at here, I think it's the cyconum, or the outer skin, nice and thick, so it's got a good bite to it, nice and chewy. Flavor's real nice. It's not very acidic, sweet, and a little bit jammy. So all of these are delicious figs. All keepers in my books. All keepers in my book. And I'll keep it that way since they already are in ground. It's be a pain in the ass to pull them up. Anyhow, if you're in the Northwest and you've got a big yard and you need to add in, I don't know, 10, 15 different trees, I would consider any of these here. The red Sicilian, that fell off on the ground. That's, I don't know, I haven't tested it here out in the winters of the Northwest yet, but we'll see. I'll probably do that this year or next year, maybe get a cutting and grow another plant. I like to duplicate plants, keep one inside, keep one outside, see how well they do. So the question is, why do I have all these figs and all these varieties? Initially, when I first got into figs, I was like, okay, here's a new one. That sounds like it tastes good. I want that one. Here's another one. That sounds like it tastes good. I want that one. Problem is, I didn't do the research. Well, I did a little bit into what kind of figs would do well in, your climate. And, well, my climate here is Zone 8B in Seattle. And I've got all these figs, and really what I want to do is just dwindle it down to about, I don't know, under 50 figs that would do well here, that are productive, that taste good, and at the end of the day don't require too much maintenance in terms of, pulling it inside and outside of the greenhouse and whatnot. If I can plant it in ground, that's the ideal thing here. But at the end of the day, it's really kind of a trial and error to see what fig varieties will do well here in Seattle. And hopefully be a good resource for anybody that's looking to get into figs, so that they don't have to go through that same process. It can be very expensive to buy all these fig varieties. The shipping alone is really kind of half the cost, so that can hurt the pocketbook quite a bit. And if I can keep people from spending too much money and too much time and repeating this process, then I'm happy, right? If I can help 1 or 2 people, fantastic. Anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.